I headed to Oak's lab, but I was met with roadblocks. His door was locked, but luckily, thanks to my trusty crowbar, I got in. His assistants tried to stop me, but I was too strong a trainer. Just like Blue told us, I pressed a secret switch on one of the bookshelves and entered the secret lab. The whole place was ominous, with lab sheets all over, but back to the matter at hand. It's time to reveal the professor's secrets.
The Mewtwo project is bound to fail, but my colleagues refuse to see it. Missing out was just the canary in the coal mine. A Pokemon clone of Mew, however sophisticated, can never be controlled. The others have all refused to back down. So I henceforth start a scientific project of my own. If it can't save Kanto, nothing can. There's a fatal flaw in the logic underlying the Mewtwo project. Yes, there's immense potential in genetic engineering, no doubt, and we've correctly isolated the genes responsible for aggression and sociopathy, but what good are they in the body of a Pokemon that cannot be reasoned with? The wartime chaos makes people focus on raw muscle power to the exclusion of everything else. They forget that we are not savages. Why have Pokemon grown to be such a dominating force in society? Not by their individual power alone. Left to their own devices, Pokemon are passive, simple-minded creatures. Above all, the thing that determines the strength of a pack of Pokemon is the intelligence, the discipline, and the leadership of the humans that control them. A Pokemon is only as strong as its master. Let's do away with all prior assumptions. What if those genes we synthesized were instead manifest in a genetic clone of a human boy? Yes, a boy of those unique, unwavering qualities raised for Pokemon battle, he would not be subject to the same limitations as a normal human trainer. Coldly and objectively, he could devise his battle strategies, push his Pokemon to their limits, like a dispassionate puppet master directly controlling the actions of his Pokemon from afar, as if by the click of a button. Fuji and Shigeki have taught me all I need. I will create the superhuman trainer on my own, and nobody is to know. Initial tests appeared promising, but I cannot recreate the body of a full-grown living boy of baffling age. For the clone to resemble a human well enough to fool the world, I will create my master trainer as an embryo and let nature take its course. A sterile local widow blindly devoted to me since our youth will happily agree to adopt him as his mother. Of course, he will need little nurturing for his genetic code to bloom as intended. The purpose of his childhood will be to imprint only a single lesson: that I am a father figure he can trust, and that my word for his own good is law. The Pokemon Elite Challenge is a ray of hope for many naive young trainers, even if only 1 in a million ever stand a chance at being champion. Fortunately, it can readily be exploited. As soon as given his Pokemon license, my clone will rise up the ranks at an unprecedented speed. Gym leaders, criminal organizations, legendary Pokemon will be no match for him. They'll never see a child like this coming. They won't believe their eyes. Mewtwo escaped the Pokemon Mansion and put an end to their farcical project. Kanto's military resources are running out. We can't afford this war any longer. Lance will not give in until he has my head on a pike and all of Kanto kneeling before him. It won't do. I will surrender my position as champion. Lance will gleefully take my place and the public will shame me as a coward and a traitor. But they will let me live. And in 10 years' time, I will wipe that grin off her conceited face, Lance. When my boy is crushed to in fair official Pokemon battle, you will find his policies a champion, less than friendly towards the likes of you. As a minor, the boy will gladly concede his political decisions to me, and being his only male guardian, the people will have no choice but to comply. Kanto, Johto, the ends of the world. We will yield unprecedented power. What human trainer could possibly stand in our way? Oh, a decade of public humiliation is a small price to pay. Because when the time is right, I will return with a vengeance.
That was insane. Red is a clone, heck, he's not even technically human. This is the most insane twist I've ever heard, but it all makes sense. The rocket pager starts beeping, so I report to Viridian where I see Red waltz past. Just seeing him is unnerving. Then it starts to settle in my head that Giovanni must have been defeated for the last time. I see Giovanni and Ariana outside the gym as Ariana pleads for Giovanni to stay with Team Rocket. Giovanni has lost hope in the cause, however. Red was just too strong. It hurts even more as in this short time, Red was about to lead the region, whereas Giovanni is no closer to his mission to when he started. He leaves forever, not before leaving behind a briefcase for me. Silver shouts at his dad for being a deadbeat and Ariana is struggling to deal with it all. I open the briefcase and find a note. Giovanni's last wishes for Team Rocket. He wants me to take on Indigo Plateau to do what he should have done, exacting revenge on Lance, Oak, and Red. As I'm proven to be the most skilled battler here, I have to demonstrate Team Rocket's infamy one last time before disbanding it for good. That means that on the helm, it was I that reigned over Team Rocket. Before I could even think of heading to the league, I had to get my badges. This was a trivial matter as Brock, Misty, Surge, Erica, Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, and Ariana were overwhelmed with my power. I give my regards to my admins, Proton, who seems dismissive of my position, and Petrol, who wishes I carry out Giovanni's last wishes. As I gain passage to the league, at its doorstep, Lance comes barging out.
Get out of my way, Giovanni? Is that you? No. You're just one of these well-dressed coons. Off to steal some Pokemon from poor Victory Road trainers, eh? That's a safety risk and more importantly, not my problem anymore. What? Haven't you heard? I was defeated by, I can't even say it. A farm boy from a Badwater town. What are you so smug about? I don't care if this region falls apart and crumbles now that his far boy's in charge. I'll show you how a real leader takes care of criminals like you.
Spoiler alert, he did not in fact do that as he lost terribly. After the fight, he talks about how he could have taken down Team Rocket at any time but waited for Team Rocket to cause a crime of large enough scale so that he could come in and save the day and prove the doubters wrong. The Silph Co incident was the perfect situation, but someone had beaten him to it. Alas, he has new responsibilities. Still an Elite Four member, he flies off, which opens up the league for me.